Alright guys, so in this video we are going to be talking about what are the units that you guys should be focusing on prioritizing at the moment for the Seed Destinies and then the Short's counterattack. So these two are the latest stories that was added, and farming a material I know is a struggle. I'm just kind of like an average player that farms, not excessively, but I farm, on like a regular basis. So depending on the spectrum of players that you guys are on, if you guys like a hardcore players, you guys been grinding out everything, you guys got everything maxed out, well, this video probably does not pertain to you guys because you have everything maxed out for the development side for the Seed Destiny or Shard's Counter Attack. But if you guys are still wondering, well, where should I place my resources right now as far as upgrading, like what are something that I should prioritize over that I can use in advance, or just some of those harder eternal role, well, let's kind of talk about that. So I pretty much have some of them kind of developed in a way depending on what you guys need. I would say for Seed Destiny, I don't know if they are going to be coming out with like a own designated like Seed Destiny eternal role, just like what they have for C series, because so far this is like the only one that we have is kind of like for Seed. We don't have anything for Seed Destiny, so if Seed Destiny does come out with its own designated stage, I could definitely see a lot more unit that is needed for development. So for Seed Destiny, for what you guys want to focus on first, depending on what you guys have, if you guys do already have Strike Freedom being one of the stronger options for the Seed Destiny side, well, that means there's not going to be a whole lot like for like Legends, for example. It may not be a priority because it's a DPS unit. So you guys may look into like maybe the Strike Gundam, or even for Destiny Gundam for a defensive side unit. But as far as like the short-term goal, even though Legends is not may not be like your utmost priority, but you need to get something out that might help you in whatever content you guys may be looking at. I would probably say Legends probably gonna be the best bet. Simply the fact that as far as farming out any other unit, you are gonna need a lot of materials. So short-term goal, Legends is probably gonna be a best bet in my honest opinion, and then I will go with destroying them. That's kind of how I'm looking at it, because Legends takes the least to upgrade as far as the required material, so that's kind of like a no-brainer to go for that. And as far as like Legends, it does actually fit into the Zap attack. So if you guys are someone that is needing another option for a damage dealing unit, I will definitely say Legends is definitely going to help you guys out in that department. Rather than that, you want to play Legends as a main DPS role, or you want to play as a DPS support type unit, meaning you're pairing Legends up with a support pilot to give access to the support attack, you can definitely go with that option as well. Defensive unit for the Seed series expert eternal role, you don't need a lot. So Providence, like whatever others out there, they can definitely cover that already. So Legend or Destiny is kind of like a dud for this C series right now. So that's why I'm not really recommending it. And this is like the same book play as like the Perfect Strike, where you need a lot of material, and given the fact that the short-term goal to get a lot of these, or you just can't get a lot. That's simply how it is. So you're gonna need like over like 100, like 460 or something like that to max out the whole thing. Like I'm not doing that. So that's why Legends is probably gonna main go-to, and then for Destiny is gonna be, or sorry, Destroyer is gonna be my next option. Even though they take the same amount, you need 3 units, but you take a teeny tiny bit less. And the fact that Destroy Gundam does actually have access to Barrage, which is a map attack, I definitely like that. I mean, Destroy Gundam is not going to be hitting like a truck by enemies, but if you can inflict a defense down on the mass enemy, we can definitely take that. We can definitely work from there. As far as like the support wise, like the Barrage, this one is going to be this like probably like the most helpful. Having this one is good. The special weapon damage out, we can definitely take that. So that's why I would definitely go with a Destroy Gundam after Legend. So we'll definitely go from there. As far as Shard's counterattack, well, Shard's counterattack does not get any better because we're talking about 5 different units. And gonna be outright with you guys, Hainu is not gonna be a unit that you guys should be going for. Not because there is the UR, the limited version of the Hainu. Well, simply the same thing. Look at this, 133. Like, of every other unit out here, this is the most expensive of all. So I mean, defensive unit, I don't feel like for sure counter attack you need a big ball like this one. So I'm not going for this one. This one isn't really going to be helping out a lot. I mean, this defensively is pretty well capable, but I mean, I don't think I want to spend that much effort on a defensive unit when I can focus on some of the other dire needed units, right? So for me, Heine is going to be in the bottom of the barrel. It's going to be 5th place for me, so we're not going to be focusing on that. The other one, in my honest opinion, well, it might just going to be Alpha. Alpha is the same thing. It's a defensive unit, but Alpha is a teeny tiny bit better than, well, I shouldn't say better, but just on the same page. So I would probably say this one is simply better because as far as upgrading wise, it is roughly about half the cost as far as the materials needed. So that was kind of like the main takeaway for me. Like, both of them does have this one does not have map attack, so I was gonna say this one does, but I think this one actually has better range for debuffing purposes. Let me take a quick look. Yeah, it does actually have better range, so that's actually pretty helpful if you ask me. So this one is a special power reduction on the enemy, so that could come in handy, but the range on that one already suck, so we can't really work off of that. This one is good. This one gives you 5 range, and then same thing. Like, hello, like, would I need high new now? Probably not. Then yeah, probably not. This one probably have a better overall solid hits. Beam power down on the enemy, yeah, we'll definitely take this one over. So we have that. So 4th place is going to be Alpha for me. 3rd in place is going to be Sazabi. So Sazabi is the inexpensive one of every single unit out here, but as far as what the support is on, is actually the UR new Gundam. But this one, think of this one like a Timu version, where everything else is exactly the same. The funnels is actually granting you the special weapon up, so you can deal more damage, but this one is a weaker version, and the range is the same. The beam shot rifle, exactly the same. Defense down, but the range is actually 2 to 3. While the new Gundam is actually, I think it's up to 5 as well. But as a support unit, there are a lot of wiggle room. You do not have to attack to debuff. You can have any other unit that is outside of the enemy attack territory. You place this unit within the attacking territory, and you can support attack at that point to debuff as well. So you don't necessarily have to debuff early on, but we already have the UR High New, or sorry, UR New Gundam as a support unit, which is exactly the same. So again, why would I waste my resources on a unit that is already there? I mean, granted, if you guys do not currently own UR New Gundam, well, this may be a best friend because this is exactly fulfilling the same role. So they're in place for me. And this one, I mean, it doesn't really have like the best ability, whatever. Increased max energy, which can be helpful. Increased mobility, increased own accuracy and evasion. That should be accuracy, right? Yeah, so that's whatever, right? Other than that, there's not really much to talk about. But the other high note for this one, it does fit into a rifle category, lightning fast, and Psycom. So if you guys are still struggling with the rivals attack eternal roll, well, Sazabi may be another good options that maybe you guys want to take a look as well, for sure. So just feeding more into the rivals tag is good, because I would definitely say rivals tags may be the harder one to take down, I want to say, because you do have a lot of map attacks, or you do need a lot of map attacks to take down mass amount of enemies. So this one obviously does not have a map attack, but it is another consideration as well. Second, we'll go for this one. So New Gundam can definitely fit into its own Eternal World very nicely. If you guys don't have the high new, I mean, whatever options that you guys can find, it's gonna work on that. Because I feel like eventually they would come up with a mission where you can you use only develop unit to beat the stage to get the rewards. So I'll definitely say if you're looking into like a heavy hitter, you can hit them for this one specifically can definitely do the job. As far as like the upgrading material, this one isn't as bad, but like I said again, as a DPS unit, this one is not terrible. If you guys are going for like the ultra free to play route, this one is actually pretty good. Give you a pretty solid weapon set actually. Great tags on Shot Killer, New Time Machine, and Psycom. So you have some of your top 2 best tags out there already. So this unit is good. It gives you fire range of Inferno, so that's actually pretty helpful. But I would say the power on this one may not be as high as you guys may want, but it does give you the range, so they're a little bit of a give or take. And the beam rifle, not really much to write home about, and the beam saber, as well, is not the best. Ability wise, we do have an increased attack, increase on accuracy, and evasion by 5%, and then you do have the Inferno Berry, which takes 40% reduction on the beam or the beam range weapon. So that's the key, beam range, not beam melee, but beam range. So high new or the New Gundam is definitely good, but I would say is not better than Nightingale, which we'll definitely go over why in right now. Let's talk about why Nightingale should be your main focus. Well, for Nightingale, there's one thing that I'm looking at. Rivals tag. So remember how I talk about, well, for that stage specifically, I would love to have more map attackers. Well, there you guys have it. This one does actually have the old-fashioned map attack. It's a 3x5, not your best, but granted you do have it. We'll take it. We don't care. We'll take that. And you have 2 ammos on that. Please sell it to me. I'll take it. So for the rival tag, I'm still struggling to beat it with like the ultra free to play to complete the mission. So I think having this unit now, it might give me like a leeway to beat the grunt a little bit easier. I'm thinking there is the Infinite Justice already with like the actual coverage of it, so I wouldn't be opposed to another option for sure. And other than that, the range on all the attacks weapon aren't the best. I agree, but it does come with pretty high power. Like the large mega beam rifle focus one, this one is pretty powerful. This is gonna be the 1 to 3 range, and then the funnel is gonna be a 2 to 4 range. But then again, you do not have to play this unit as a solo DPS. Make this unit be an attacking or a supporting DPS unit, where you pair this unit up with a support pilot, utilize the support attack, and this unit should be able to give you some good result as well. But yeah, the attacks giving you the rivals, lightning fast, Psycom, like this one is the most important one in my honest opinion. So yeah, another unit into this roster is definitely welcomed for sure. So as far as the ability, we have increased attack, max energy up by 5%, and accuracy and evasion by 5%. So not the best set, I would feel like, with the max energy, but I'm not complaining. I really cannot. But yeah, so that's gonna be my take as far as the shortest counter attack with that order. Nightingale, New Gundam, Sazabi, and then Alpha, and then followed by High New right there. And there you guys go. But yeah, it's only been 2 weeks, so forming a lot of those development material is not an easy thing to come by. I've been trying to farm here and there, but hasn't really been like too successful in my honest opinion, just a little bit slow. But yeah, do definitely let me know which one are you guys gonna be upgrading first. Are you guys just gonna be upgrading things that you like, units that you guys like, over things that might matter in a short period of time for you guys? You guys can definitely let me know that in the comment section below. But other than that, that's gonna be it for me, and I will be catching you guys on the next one.